So we have a bit of a breaking news update for you regarding Shubman Gill, and you remember that unfortunately Gill was one of those people who ended up missing out. It was a big talking point as to why it is that he would be missing out in that opening ICC World Cup game against Australia, and news reports had of course come out and it was confirmed as well that he had in fact had a fever. Some news reports were saying it was dengue. The BCCI on the other hand have not referred to it as such, but have referred to it as an illness that he's been dealing with, and there was a lot of will he, won't he be available for the first match before it was confirmed that he would in fact not be playing. But obviously many people were wondering that whether or not he would be available for that second match, which of course will be taking place in 2 days time against Afghanistan. Well, in that regard, the BCCI themselves have put out an update on let's say Shubman Gill's availability and have made it very clear that he will not in fact be playing that match. He will be missing out. How so? The update that has come from the BCCI reads as follows. I'm quickly going to read it out. It says the Team India batter Shubman Gill will not be travelling with the team to Delhi on 9th October 2023. The opening batter, who missed the team's first fixture in the ICC Men's Cricket World Cup 2023 against Australia in Chennai, is set to miss the team's next fixture against Afghanistan in Delhi on the 11th of October. There's your full-on confirmation. Not travelling, will be missing the match against Afghanistan as well. He will stay back in Chennai and will be under the supervision of the medical team. Now, that is the news, and of course, it's coming directly from the BCCI itself. There's not going to be any Shubman Gill in the playing 11 for the match against Afghanistan, which of course means that Ishan Kishan, who had a pretty poor outing against Australia, will in fact be expected to continue to deputize for Gill at the top of the order. The other interesting thing is that the BCCI here have not in fact given any time frame for his return, and remember this is actually a pretty interesting week in terms of India's cricketing action, because not only are they going to be playing Afghanistan in New Delhi, thereafter they're traveling to Ahmedabad and will be playing the big ticket match against Pakistan. Of course, all eyes are going to be on that one for sure, but if assuming let's say India reach a point where they are let's say playing they've beaten Australia already, if they manage to beat Afghanistan, and let's not kid ourselves, they're starting that match favorites, then go on to beat Pakistan, it probably won't seem like that much of a concern, but it'll also put the team in a situation whereby you have one of your better batters out and unavailable, you're still doing that well. However, there are of course there's nothing wrong with playing your best 11 if it's available at all times, and India's best 11 unequivocally will feature Shubman Gill. So in that sense, it is a bit of a blow that he's consistently unavailable at this point due to something that's not even let's say an injury issue or anything of the sort. It is just really down to nothing else but him getting ill at possibly the worst time possible, because again he ended up catching it just before the tournament, maybe 2-3 days before you got to know that okay, there's every chance he might actually be missing that match against Australia. There was no real confirmation, because you remember in the press conferences that were held thereafter, Rahul Dravid said no, he's not technically been ruled out yet, we're still giving him every chance. Rohit Sharma said no, he's recovering, but we'll give him every chance to recover before taking any call. Not only now has he missed the game against Australia, he will also in fact be missing the game against Afghanistan as well. In an ideal world, you'd say he'd return against Pakistan, and I know that might seem like a lot considering Pakistan always a high pressure game, but don't forget that the match will be taking place in Ahmedabad. The track there at the Narendra Modi Stadium is one that Gill is very familiar with, having plundered plenty of runs at that stadium for the past 2 seasons for the Gujarat Titans. So you'd think he'd be very familiar, let's say, with how it is that pitch plays. Maybe that'll be where he returns. We don't know yet. What we do know is that Shubman Gill will not be playing for India against Afghanistan, and Ishan Kishan will in all likeliness retain that spot at the top of the order. That's the breaking news update. Thank you guys so much for joining us. If you enjoy our work, please don't forget, like this video, share it with your friends, subscribe to the channel, tap the bell icon, leave us a comment, follow us on Instagram, Twitter and Facebook. Don't forget to download the SportsTak app, and if you're already on the channel, go right ahead and check out some other videos that we've done too. For now, from my side, bye bye.